Plum here, g'day champions, how's it going? And welcome back to this week's Fender Reset, the greatest on the interweb. It's May 14th and today's Fender video will cover my top picks, hot ticket, interesting items, and must-buy gear for the week. Remember to show your support if you enjoy or find this video helpful. A simple like is all it takes, and if you're not already, please subscribe. Righto champions, server maintenance is now done and dusted, so it is time for the vendors. Let's get stuck in. Starting at the countdown vendor this week, where we've got the Dare LMG with perfect flatline. I'm not a fan of this one. We do have a nice looking ESA backpack, which is the named piece, the setup. It's got okay armor, it's got near max armor regen, and you could swap that headshot damage to basically anything you like. This one's definitely worth picking up. And the new reliable here, I'm not a fan of this one either, so I'm going to be skipping it. Remember, if you want to pick up any of these items, they're going to cost you countdown credits. Alright, Marco at the Haven, just browsing through everything, there is nothing here that stands out to me of interest. However, feel free to contradict me, and if you think anything is worth picking up, do make sure you drop it in the comments below. Now we're going to pop in next door to see our old mate Roy. Now again, there's not a whole lot going on, but we do have a ESA Concussion Backpack. It's got crit hit damage and headshot damage, so you could keep it as all red, or you could roll armor onto it. At your White House Fender, everything is pretty dog shit except for this Palisade chest piece. It's got okay armor on it, skill damage, and max skill haste with the Talent glass cannon. I can see this being used on a couple of different skill builds, even hybrids. At your clan vendor this week, we do have the Kingbreaker. This one's very good, it's already got damage to targets out of cover on it, so all you need to do is max it out. We've also got some Umbra gloves that have max weapon damage, so roll that attribute to whatever you like. Nothing else really stands out to me, even though this LMG does have 2 max rolls on it. I guess you could pick up this Walker and Harris mask if you're looking at making some sort of hazard protection build, but unfortunately everything else is pretty terrible. At the theatre settlement, we've got the stage left with perfect sledgehammer, but the item here that does stand out to me are these Sokolov gloves. These come with crit hit damage and crit hit chance, so you could roll armor to them or keep them as all red. At the castle settlement, we've got the Tabula Rasa. I'm not a fan of this one. Everything else here is pretty average. We do have a Palisade mask that does have max armor on it and some armor regen. Over at the campus, we do have the Forge holster. Everything else we're just going to browse through because it is pretty terrible. Now for our Dark Zone vendors, we're going to start at DZ West, where we've got the backup boomstick. This one's got damage to armor, damage to targets out of cover, and it comes with the talent preservation. Also, the tactical Super 90 here is okay. It's already got the rolls that you want on it, and it comes with the talent pumped up. However, I'd be saving my DZ resources and skipping everything. Shooting on down to DZ South, where we've got the apartment. This is a DZ exclusive and can be a bit tricky to get for some, so this is your week to pick it up if you still need it. And also under it, we've got a tactical UMP45. This gun hits like a motherfucker. It's already got Sadist on it, I would keep that and I'd swap the crit hit damage to damage to targets out of cover and maybe run it with the Ridgway's Pride chest piece. Even though it is a slow RPM SMG, it is really good. And lastly, we're going to finish up at DZ East, where we've got the Commando. Again, I'm going to be passing on this, and everything else here is pretty trashy. So that's going to wrap it up for this week's Fender Reset Champions. If you're interested in the daily targeted loot, it's on your screen now. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, and make sure that you show your support by smashing the like button on this video, and if you're not already, please subscribe. Everyone's support is always greatly appreciated. Remember to stay frosty, keep looting, shooting, and give 'em hell. And I hope to catch you all in the next one. I'm Plum out.